Hi there, my name's Ellie and I'm going to be guiding you through your standing yoga class. So before we begin, please make sure that you're wearing something comfortable and easy to move about in. You've got a nice clear space around you, a mat or a carpeted area beneath you, and also that you've got plenty of water available. If you do become dizzy or unwell, please stop what you're doing and rest, or any pain or discomfort, please also stop what you're doing and rest. You can always just come out of the posture slightly, but always listen to your body and do what feels best for you. So we're going to start standing in Tadasana, which is our mountain pose. So standing hips distance apart with a slight bend in the knees, and we're just going to engage our glute muscles and draw our belly button in towards our spine to activate the core muscles as well. Keeping the shoulders back and down away from the ears and opening through the palms. So from here, I'd like you to just take some deep breaths. So at first, just notice your inhale and exhale. Notice where you're breathing into, so that's your chest, and see if you can extend the breath even lower down into the abdomen. Let your belly expand out like a balloon with each inhale, and relax and soften into this position with each exhale. That's it, so take a few more breaths here. And if you do notice your mind wandering or that you're holding your breath at all throughout your practice today, just slowly remind yourself to come back to this inhale and exhale. Okay, so standing at the front of your mat then, or if you're on the carpet, making sure that you've got a nice clear space behind you. Just going to take a nice big inhale, up with the arms, and then exhale, bring the arms back down. Lovely, let's do another of those. Nice big inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring the hands back down. Lovely, so bring your weight into one leg now, lift the other leg off the ground, and place your hands on your hips or hold the leg there. And then we're just going to begin to flex and extend that leg that's lifted. If you're a bit wobbly, then you can find a little focus point on the floor in front of you to help with balance. Keep taking some nice deep breaths. That's it, really feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Being mindful not to lock the knee of the leg that's standing there. A couple more here. And then just holding the leg still, just going to flex and extend the foot. And rotate the ankle one way and the other way. Lovely, pop that foot back down. Let's take another big inhale, reach up. Look up, full body stretch, and then exhale. Bring the arms back down. And another big inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring the arms back down. Okay, bring your weight into the other leg this time. Lifting the other foot off the ground. And then once again, begin to flex. And extend that leg that's lifted. Seeing that nice stretch down the back. Nice deep breathing. That's it, a couple more here. Lovely, and then holding that leg still, just going to flex and extend the foot. And rotate the ankle one way and the other way. Lovely, pop that foot back down then. Okay, so this time, we're going to take a nice big inhale, reaching up with the arms. And then as we exhale, we're just going to bring the feet slightly out to the sides, bringing the arms down, just turning the toes slightly outwards. And then we're just going to begin to squat down. So just very gently lowering yourself down. That's it, it's just coming down, all the way down to the ground here. Don't worry if your feet aren't flat on the floor. You can be up on the tiptoes, that's fine. And just relaxing down, just trying to push the elbows into the thighs maybe a little bit. If your palms can go together, that's great. If not, no worries, just holding the hands there. And just taking some deep breaths here. That's it, a couple more breaths. One more breath. Okay, so on your next exhale, we're going to extend the legs back up and come into a forward fold and just shuffle the feet back in so they're parallel and hips distance apart. So holding here in your forward fold for a moment, lifting the hips nice and high, relax the head and neck, maybe shake the head a little bit, left and right, side to side, and then bring your hands to your elbows. Maybe take a little gentle sway from side to side if that feels good. And then releasing the hands from the elbows. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly roll up through the spine, tucking your chin towards your chest so that you bring your head up last. And then exhale, relax the shoulders back and down. Okay then, so from here, taking a nice big inhale, reaching up with the arms, and this time we're going to interlace the fingers, turn the palms away, and exhale and extend and lift up. And then from here, just taking a few deep breaths, really rolling the shoulders back and down, slight bend in the knees. Enjoy this full body stretch. On your next inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, we're just going to come over to the side. So just leaning over to the side, pushing your hands away from your hips, keeping a slight bend in the knees, rolling the shoulders back and down, opening through the chest. Holding here for a couple of deep breaths. That's it, one more breath here. And then slowly coming back up to the centre. On your next inhale, lift and lengthen again, reaching right up. And then exhale, we're going to come over to the other side. That's it, really push those hands away from the hips. Slight bend in the knees, shoulders back and down. Holding for a couple of deep breaths. Just coming to where it's comfortable for you. Lovely, and slowly coming back up to the centre. So from here, take a big inhale, lift and lengthen. This time, exhale, release the hands, bringing them to your lower back, and then squeeze the elbows together behind you. Just open up through the chest, pushing the hips forward a little bit. That's it, taking some deep breaths here. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you. Lovely, and then releasing the hands, bringing the arms out in front of you. We're just going to flex and extend the wrists. And rotate the wrists one way and the other way. Lovely, pop your arms back down. Okay, so we're now going to do some standing cat-cows. So standing back in Savasana, hips distance apart, slight bend in the knees, shoulders back and down. So what we're going to do is tuck our chin towards our chest as we exhale. And then slowly reach down the thighs, keeping the legs where they are, so not bending them any further, just reaching down as far as you can, arching the spine. And then as you inhale, keep the chin where it is, tucked to the chest, and we're just going to slowly roll up through the spine, bringing the head up last. Lovely, roll the shoulders back and down, and place the hands to the back of the hips. And you can do a little tiny back bend here, just pushing the hips forward very slightly. That's it, and then as you exhale, pushing the hips backwards, tuck your chin towards your chest, roll down through the spine. That's it, and then inhaling, coming back up. So bringing that head up last, roll the shoulders back and down, hands to hips, a little tiny back bend there. That's it, so keep doing these, just following your own breath. Exhaling to come down, and then inhaling to come up. That's it. Just 2 more rounds here. Lovely, and back to a nice neutral spine. Okay, so from here we're going to do some sun salutations. So standing at the front of the mat or making sure you've got a nice clear space behind you. Take a nice big inhale, reach up with the arms, take that full body stretch, and then as you exhale, bring the arms to the sides, hinge forward from the hips, coming into a forward fold. On your next inhale, lift and lengthen the spine, bring your hands to your shins, and then as you exhale, fold back down. Inhale, place the hands either side of the feet. You can bend the knees as much as you need to get the hands down. And then exhale, step back with your right leg. Inhale, reaching up with the arms, coming into a high lunge. Holding here for a couple of breaths, being mindful that the knee doesn't come in front of the toe. On your next exhale, bring the hands back down to frame your front foot. Inhale, look forwards. As you exhale, bring your front foot into your back foot. And come into a downward facing dog. Holding here for a couple of deep breaths. Really lifting those hips. Extending the heels down. A couple more breaths here. And then looking towards the hands, bending the knees, stepping forward into a forward fold as you exhale. Holding here for a couple of breaths. On your next inhale, slowly rolling up through the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest and bringing the head up last. Let me roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, so we're going to do the same on the other side then. So taking a nice big inhale, reaching up with the arms. And then exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lift and lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold back down. Inhale, place the hands either side of the feet. You can bend the knees as much as you need to get the hands down there. And then exhale, step back with the left leg this time. Inhale, reaching up with the arms, coming into a high lunge. Exhale to relax, holding here for a couple of breaths. On your next exhale, bring the hands back down to frame your front foot. Inhale, look forwards, and then exhale, bring your front foot to your back foot into a downward facing dog. Holding here for a couple of breaths. Bend your knees as much as you need to look towards the hands. And as you exhale, step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine. And bring the head up last. Lovely, roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, so making sure that you stood at the front of your mat, or you've got a nice clear space behind you again. So bringing your right foot in a little bit, we're going to take a big step back with our left leg. And just making sure that the heels are in line. We're going to bring our left foot out about 90 degrees. We're going to take a big inhale. We lift the arms, and as we exhale, we can bend our front leg, coming into a warrior pose. So with this one, making sure that we're really opening through the hips, making sure that that front knee doesn't come in front of your toes, holding here for a couple of breaths. On your next exhale, bring your right arm to meet your right thigh and extend your left arm over your head into an extended side angle. That's it, really open through the left side. Taking some deep breaths here. So feel free to stay here, or if you want to bring your hand down to meet your right foot. So from here, on the next exhale, you're going to bring both hands round to frame your front foot, turn your back foot around as well. And then as we inhale, we're going to begin to rock ourselves forward. And then exhale, come into a forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, tucking your chin towards your chest. And then exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to practice a tree pose now. So, bringing your weight into your right leg, lifting your left foot off the ground. So options here is we can just place the heel on the right leg, keeping the toes on the ground. Or we can lift that left foot off the ground completely, placing it on the lower leg. Or we can lift that foot and place it onto the thigh. Just be mindful though that you're not pressing onto the knee. And then once you find your comfortable position, just making sure that you're really opening through that left hip there. Pushing your hips forward a little bit, keeping those shoulders back and down. Find a nice focus point on the floor in front of you. That will help with balance. And then if you feel good, you can lift the arms up, big inhale, exhale the arms down. And again, lifting the arms, inhaling, and then exhale, bring the hands down through the middle line. That's it, so just now finding a nice comfortable position. The arms lifted, or bringing the palms to the centre. Whatever feels good for you today. If you wobble out, don't worry about it, just come straight back into the pose. Holding here for a couple more breaths. And then relaxing the arms down, relaxing the leg down. Give that standing leg a little shake out. Okay, so we're going to do the same sequence on the other side now. So bringing your left foot into the middle of your mat, making sure you've got a nice clear space behind you. Take a big step back with your right leg, making sure the heels are in line. Bring your right foot out 90 degrees. Lifting the arms up with a big inhale. And as you exhale, begin to bend your front leg. Left leg. That's it, coming into our warrior pose on the other side. That's it, really opening through the hips and the chest. Looking through your front hand. Nice deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring your left arm to meet your left thigh and bring your right arm overhead into extended side angle. Take some nice deep breaths here. And again, feel free to bring that left hand down, really opening up through the right side. Couple more breaths here. On your next exhale, bringing both hands down to frame your front foot and turn your back foot round to face them. Take a big inhale and as you exhale, step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, taking the chin to the chest. Bringing the head up last, lovely. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. So let's do our tree pose on the other side then. So bringing your weight into your left leg this time, lifting your right foot off the ground. So come into the same position that you did on the other side. Wherever that other foot was, place it there. The same on this side. Remember to push your hips forward. Open up through the right hip, just keeping a slight little bend in that leg that's standing. And then once again, inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Maybe bring the palms together. Exhale down through the midline. And using that focus point on the floor, you might want to find some stillness in your tree. I think whichever position feels good for you. Holding here for a few more breaths. And then slowly lowering the arms down, releasing the leg and shaking out that standing leg. Okay, so bringing your right foot into the centre of the mat again, and then taking a little step back this time with the left leg, so not as far as last time. Again, making sure that the heels are in line. You can bring your back foot out a little bit, but it doesn't have to come out 90 degrees. We're going to do triangle pose now. So with an inhale, lifting the arms. And as you exhale, we're just going to lean forwards over that front leg. Try and keep that front leg almost straight. Don't lock the knee. When you can't reach any further, you can then reach down that front leg. So placing the hand wherever it lands, it might be the thigh, it might be the shin, it might be the ankle, it might be the foot. But wherever you are, just really trying to encourage your right shoulder forwards and opening up through the left side. So, holding here, taking some nice deep breaths. And try to imagine an invisible wall behind you where your whole body is in contact with that wall. That's it, holding here. Nice deep breaths. Couple more breaths. On your next exhale, bringing your left hand down to meet your right hand. Replacing the right hand with the left hand. And then as you inhale, we're going to lift the right arm up and twist and turn the other way. So this is a revolve triangle. That's it, really twisting and opening up through the other side. Holding for a couple of breaths. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down to frame your front foot and step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, taking the chin to the chest, and bring the head up last, and then exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Okay, so let's do our triangle poses on the other side then. So bringing your left foot in a little bit, taking a little step back with the right leg, and again making sure the heels are in line. Your back toes can come out a little bit to the side there. And then we're going to inhale, lift the arms. And as you exhale, reach forward over that front leg, keeping that front leg fairly straight. And then when you can't reach any further, we're just going to pivot over that leg. That's it, so opening up through the other side now. That's it, just coming to where's comfortable for you. Holding for a few deep breaths. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, bringing your right hand down to the left hand and switching them over, and then inhale, twisting and turning and coming around to the other side. That's it, so revolving that triangle, holding for a few deep breaths. On your next exhale, bring both hands down to frame your front foot and step forward into a forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, taking the chin to the chest, and bring your head up last, so you roll the shoulders back and down. Okay, so from here, making sure that you're stood hips distance apart, slight bend in the knees, we're going to do a chair pose. So, take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up with the palms facing inwards. And as you exhale, we're just going to sit the bum down. So imagine you've got a little invisible chair, making sure that the knees don't come in front of the toes. If they are in front of the toes, just come out a little bit by extending the legs. That's it. So take some nice deep breaths here. You want to draw a nice straight line from your hands all the way down to your hips. Holding here for a few deep breaths. One more breath here. And on your next exhale, folding forwards. relaxing down. And on your next inhale, slowly rolling up through the spine, tucking the chin to the chest. Bring the head up last and roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale to relax. Okay, so from here, we're going to take a big step back with one of our legs, it doesn't matter which one. So nice big wide step, and then we're going to bring the toes out to the sides. So heels in, toes out. Take a nice big inhale, reach up, and then as we exhale, we're just going to bend the knees. This is a really wide squat position, so really trying to encourage the knees to open. Push your hips forward, so you're not leaning forwards, you're pushing the hips forward. And exhale to relax. Taking some nice deep breaths here. It can be nice to take a little gentle rock from side to side. That feels good. Couple more breaths. And then slowly begin to straighten the legs. And then turn your toes inwards this time. Now heels out, toes in. So from here, take a nice big inhale, reach up with the arms, and as we exhale, we're going to fold forward from the hips, reaching down. So this is a wide leg forward fold. Just let the upper body hang heavy here. Take some deep breaths. Just try to relax and soften the upper body down with each exhale. And then just walking the hands over to one side. Taking hold of the thigh, the lower leg, the ankle, the foot, wherever it's comfortable. Just being mindful not to hold onto the knee. And then we're just going to twist and turn and have a little look over the shoulder there. Feel that nice stretch down the back of the leg. On the side of the body. Nice deep breaths here. Lovely, and then just bringing it back to the centre, we'll take it over to the other side. That's it. Nice deep breathing. Enjoy the stretch. And then coming back to the centre, you're going to bring your hands to your hips, lengthen the spine, draw your belly button in a little bit to engage the core muscles. And as you inhale, just slowly drawing yourself up to standing. Lovely, exhale, relax the arms down. So, stepping to the front of your mat again. We're going to come into our final Tadasana. So we're going to do our final relaxation standing, hips distance apart again, slight little bend in the knees, engage the glute muscles, draw the belly button in a little bit, roll the shoulders back and down, open up through the chest, open up through the palms. And just feel free to close the eyes here now.
So as you stand in your final Tadasana, allow your arms to relax beside you. Begin to draw your attention inwards. As you inhale, try to expand your belly out like a balloon to allow the air to fully fill your lungs. As you exhale, relax and soften into this position further. Now notice where the feet are in contact with the ground. Maybe take a little rock from side to side, forward and back, to find your centre of gravity. Notice how your weight is evenly distributed through both sides of the body. Now notice each of your toes. Notice a sense of sinking deeply into the ground beneath you. The ground is fully supporting you, so just let go and relax. Notice the palms. Any sensations? Or perhaps there's a feeling of energy present in the palms? Enjoy being here for a few more moments, feeling present, calm, and grounded. Keeping the eyes closed, now gently begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, place your palms together and gently press your thumbs into your chest, your heart center. Thank yourself for showing up and allocating some time for you today. Okay, so that is all for now. So thank you for joining me for this standing yoga class. Do make sure you drink plenty of water for the rest of the day, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.